This is Levi Cooper, and you're listening to the Sit Down Marks with DB, Primo, and AJ.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following Sit Down Marks podcast is set for one fall. Introduce first your heel host that is always helping to spread the good word of wrestling, Dirty Bird. Next up, the co-host from the land of the rattlesnake, Mr. Team Extreme, editor and producer, Primo. And finally, your co-host, straight out of your mama's kitchen, driver of the Grip Wagon, straight off a cliff, assistant editor and producer, AJ.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Best Kept Secret in Wrestling podcast. That's right. It's episode number 86 of the Sit Down Marks podcast. Me and the boys are here. You know it. We want to thank you guys for checking us out today on all those podcast platforms, including Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, Google, many, many more. And also SportsWire Online Radio, obviously, each and every Friday we get played there. And also throughout the week, we want to thank Thomas, Bryce, and all the guys over there at SportsWire Online Radio for bringing us on each and every week and playing us throughout the week. We want to thank those guys so much. And also thank you to TW Ward for bringing us in each and every week, the voice of Memphis Wrestling. What's going on today, boys? How y'all doing?
Oh, woo! Yeah, I don't know what
Giggity
that was. I just wanted to...
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm doing well, actually. It's a good day.
Lucha Daddy's back.
Lucha Daddy is back, baby. You know, I made my return last week, and I am back.
Yes.
You're watching us live right now on YouTube. You can see AJ playing with his pretty new lights to brighten up his beautiful little face for us each and every week.
Wait, hold on. I have buttons. Look at this. Huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's like having a filter. It's like having a filter, like a real live filter.
I'm gonna make these as
really
stupid
pale.
looking as possible.
Awesome there. All right, let's get this thing kicked off here. A lot of things going on in wrestling we got to get to talking about here, but we cock it off. We kick it off. We cock it off.
We cock it off, baby.
We cock it off around here. See, we had all that DX talk about cocks last week.
Oh, look, four cocks.
Oh, look. All right, here we go. As we kick it off around here, as we know how, the top of the pod, baby. Let's see what the old jukebox has for us this week.
Oh, Jukity box. Let me talk to you. L.A. Knight, brother.
There's so much.
Whose game is it?
Primo's game, baby!
Old school.
There's so much in WWE that I want to talk about right now.
Not AJ's game.
Oh God, no, never. I mean, I do have.
Although today's music
Still
class
does have
might
the
be your
trophy.
game.
We all know it's not going to be my game in music class. I'm gonna fall down and go into fetal position because I always lose because it's always the worst.
You are still currently Kurt Angle champion all the way till at least Survivor Series at the moment. So, anything? How's the title reign going so far, AJ? You just defended it not long ago against Primo, and you retained. Like, you're feeling good.
Retained.
You know, are you kissing the women and the babies, and doing all the rock star lifestyle stuff that comes with being the Kurt Angle champion?
shaking babies and kissing hands and
Rigged.
I was a little nervous that I was going to lose. It came down to the
How
time.
many seconds? 10?
It was 240 to 250 difference. So you lost by 10 seconds.
Rigged.
Suck it, Primo.
All right, let's talk about what we're going to talk about, boys.
Little Pat McAfee style.
Yeah.
Husker,
That's old
a.k.a. also known as Brent, from a Work in Progress pod, and also from our SportsWire family, is going to join us today to talk about the AEW versus WWE roster. Who has the better roster right now with all the shakeups happening? So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about all the latest in wrestling. As Primo just mentioned, he's going to host music class today, as AJ also tries to keep his streak alive in King of the Mountain, and much, much more. Let's talk some wrestling, man. Primo, if you're ready, let's kick this thing off, baby.
Stay ready. Never got to get ready.
This is Levi Cooper.
Hey, this is Buck Nasty, Bucky Collins.
This is Big Beef.
What's up, bozos? This is Trevor Outlaw, and you're listening
And you're listening to the Sit Down Marks.
Sit Down Marks.
Sit Down Marks.
and you're listening to the Sit Down Marks podcast with DB, Primo, and AJ.
All right, first of all, a shout out, man. One of the biggest independent wrestling tournaments in the world. If you haven't heard, especially in the USA, if you haven't heard, our boy, Big fucking Beef, Gnarls Garvin, just won the fucking Jim Lynam Memorial Tournament this past weekend in AAW. Holy shit, boys.
How about
Our
that shit?
First ever guest.
Yes, he was. And we've been following him forever.
Since before he was on the pod, really.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
So he's been our boy forever, and this is a
I
big,
talked to him and
big
said giving AJ a beefy bomb. He says he's gonna track you down.
which I still have not received, which I'm okay with. Don't get me wrong, but he's been a busy guy. He has other things to worry about. He's going to be a lot busier now too.
Right. So if you're not familiar with this area, just to put a little prestige on this thing, AAW is like one of the highest independent wrestling promotions in the United States, if not the world. The some of the best before they go on to be signed by bigger companies wrestle there, and they have this tournament every year that is dedicated to one of their founders and owners that passed a long time ago. And I think this was number 17. I don't know. A lot. There's been a lot of them, and it's a very prestigious tournament for somebody to win, and it kind of really establishes your name as a top guy in independent wrestling, especially in the Midwest, possibly in the USA, especially in the Midwest, right, AJ?
Yes, like you were saying, it's basically AAW. Like, we went to an AAW show, and it's basically like AAA minor league baseball. Like, it's like one step beneath the big time, basically. Yeah. So to win it is fantastic, because this is like you said, it's a big deal around these parts. Yeah. It was amazing. Go check it out on Hotspots Network. And what this means now for Big Beef is come what they call the Windy City Classic, which this is AAW's. It's their biggest event of the year. It's their, WrestleMania, so to speak. That's how, best way to describe it. And so now Big Beef, by winning this tournament, is getting a shot at the AAW heavyweight title in the main event against Jake. What's my name?
Something!
Right. Now, you're talking about battle of two of my guys here? Ooh.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, man. But, I'm going with Beef here because Beef needs this. He hasn't had a big title. Jake is on the verge of, being a really big guy in wrestling. So, but yeah, like, I was just excited for it. Couldn't believe it. It was a great tournament. Ended up getting caught up on it. Couldn't watch it live, ended up getting caught up on it. Man, it was just an amazing tournament. And it always brings guys from their past, new guys from the future. They bring guys from New Japan. Mike Bennett was in the tournament. Just a who's who, really, of what AAW talent has. So it's pretty awesome to see his career progress like that and be able to win this tournament. And I'm telling you what, man, November 25th, AAW is going to be the Windy City Classic at Bourbon Street. I'm going to be watching that match with pins and needles. I don't know if I'll be able to make it there live. That's a big day. I'm going to have the kids. My wife goes nuts on Black Friday, so it's I'm most likely not going to make it. But I'll tell you what, that night, though, man, I'm gonna be like pins and needles watching that match, man, because I mean it's huge to win that title. But congrats, Beef, man. I tell you what, just super proud. We all feel like proud papas here, as you've been going at it for quite a while now, man. Just keep going at it, and with any credit, we'll bring him back on here later, and possibly as the AAW champion. So that'd be really cool.
Yeah. And,
can you imagine him winning the AAW belt? Because I can, and it would be amazing.
Absolutely, that'd be dope.
Well, yeah, he's
so
become
cool.
a fan favorite so fast. Like he got over.
Oh, it's disgusting how over he is.
Right. Yeah, it was great. It was great, man.
I love it.
Just to find that guy and latch on to him, and he's that guy. He's just heart and soul, and gut and sweat. You know what I mean? Like that's just his moniker. Like I said, he's like Stan Hansen meets Harley Race meets, what's another good
wrestling
description? Yeah, wrestling. But yeah, he's that kind of wrestler. But super excited. But yeah, so talk about indie wrestling, though. If you're watching right now on YouTube, we got the next show we're going to be at, which is the one that we work for, Iron Spirit Pro. Yeah. October the 29th is going to be live in Normal, Illinois at the Community Activity Center. I kid you not when I say this is the biggest main event in Bloomington Normal wrestling history. This town has never seen a bigger main event. These two guys, these two best friends, are going to get it on. Brubaker has been the champion for AJ, I think, a little over 2 years now.
Yes, like since before the pandemic.
Yeah, and so in CJ Esparza, another local guy, his best friend, his one half of tag team partner Dope Kings are going to be taking on each other, and CJ is going for the title. Brubaker, like I said, he's been the only Iron Spirit Pro champion so far. Mm-hmm. So we're going to be talking to CJ Esparza. He's going to be coming on the pod next week. We're going to be dropping that interview. He's going to be talking about that main event and kind of his rise up to where he is now. He used to be in a tag team called Zero Gravity. He's very prominent in other promotions too, like Dreamwave and Chicago Style Wrestling. So it's going to be awesome to talk to him and just kind of pick his brain of being just a few days out from being in a big championship title match, and just kind of see where his head's at. So it'd be good to kind of talk to him here. So we're going to be looking forward to that. So let's get moving on here, boys. AJ, you said you want to talk about some WWE, man. So let's kick it off with him. If you guys want to start there. Did you guys see the Usos? They said are 30 days away. It's probably less now. This was on SmackDown last week. 30 days away from tying the New Day as longest champions.
Yeah. I like how New Day came out first and they said their time. It's like 438 days, longest reigning champs, baby. And then immediately after, Graves and Cole were like, yeah, that they said that because the Usos are on course to break that record.
Right.
I don't want them to break it. I really don't. They're going to, but yeah.
I don't mind so much if they do, because New Day still has the most, I think, titles.
Did they beat the Dudley Boys for most
11
titles?
Well, Dudleys have most collective in the world. New Day,
Which
I
is
think,
still
is
weird to me.
just WWE.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
What do you guys think of Judgment Day going forward right now?
They're gaining clout, I think. Like it's becoming not so much of a joke as it was in the beginning.
Right?
Even with Dominic.
Oh my God. So Dominic getting the mic is still not good. It's not great at all. Like Finn Balor was being awesome, and then Dominic interrupts him, was like, "No, let me talk. I will beat you, AJ Styles."
They probably tell him this is your one line you get to say when you go out there.
Yeah. Right. I do like how Finn Balor said he had massive balls. That was funny.
They invaded NXT.
Oh my God,
yes,
NXT That was my favorite episode of NXT in like 4 years.
And then another thing about Judgment Day 2, I love the fact that Finn, he just went ahead and let them all know not to forget who the hell started Bullet Club.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who invented Bullet Club in the first place?
Yeah, and then all over social media today or last 2 days was original pictures of the Bullet
Right.
Club. The first, yeah, it was pretty funny.
Awesome.
Do you guys think Braun Strowman and Almost is a draw for Survivor Series?
No.
No.
Oh, that's a hard no.
No.
Yeah,
But, I mean,
absolutely not.
Oh, fuck no. Like, no. I don't want to. I mean, that's what they. It's an attraction, and
half of it is an attraction. It's half of an attraction,
and unfortunately, that half is Braun Strowman, which I'm still like. So,
he's the better half, but it's not a great half still.
Right, exactly. So I mean, you put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig, right? So
a sexy pig.
Pretty, that's a pretty pig.
But like, Jesus, dude, like, okay, let's. I mean, I knew whenever he came out, instead of being the monster among men, he came out as the monster of monsters or whatever. Now, and as soon as I heard that coming on, I was like, oh yeah, like eventually, they're gonna come to a head, so he can be the monster of all the monsters.
Sure.
By that, I just want to thank Moggle for giving us that as our new derisive noise.
Yeah. So Rey Mysterio asked to be moved to SmackDown, and then he wins the #1 contendership for the IC title. So we getting Rey versus Gunther. I'm not really interested.
Let me get my jerk off motion ready. Wait.
Really? You like that, huh? No, you don't.
No.
For those listening at home, I just air jerked off.
I do like the fact that Rey is now on SmackDown.
Why?
I don't mind that. I just didn't mind. I just didn't understand the IC title.
I could care less about that part, but the part I thought was funny how it went down too. He was like, "Look, Papa H, I quit," and Triple H was just like, "Why did you say that? Let's just go in the fucking office, doofus."
Right. Yeah, I don't like Almost versus Braun, but do you like Bobby versus Brock? But that's going to happen at Crown Jewel?
Yeah.
Crown Jewel.
Yeah, you like that.
I like that match.
I loved that. Was a great Okay, two things about that. Number one, it was a great opening because they opened in the middle of the promo already happening. So it's like we're opening up directly into the action already. Yeah. And then Brock came out. And just when you think, oh, well, fuck, Brock's going to hand Bobby his ass again, Bobby hands Brock his ass. And, it's pretty cool because, you don't see Brock sell like that. So whenever he really wants to put on a program, whenever he does stuff like that. So this should be fun.
Yeah. I'm pumped that LA Knight is back, baby.
Oh my god. I was
Let me talk
psyched.
to you.
He came out as heel LA Knight and
he better be a player. He better be a player.
Oh, I loved it. Put him somewhere in the title picture immediately.
You know what?
Fucking loved it.
You know what? Talking about somebody who returned, you know how we all feel about JBL on this podcast, but that promo that JBL gave about Oklahoma is how every damn Texan feels about Oklahoma.
All this means nothing to me.
All this means nothing to us.
I know it doesn't. That's why I'm talking. That's why I'm saying it, not you.
Yeah, this is all.
That's why you're talking about something. Is this wrestling related? I don't give a fuck about the Longhorns and the Sooners.
Because not only that,
I will pee on University of
JBL
Texas.
brought back Baron Corbin.
Sure,
yeah, but he was still happy, Corbin.
They were in Oklahoma City that night, right?
Yeah.
But also, there's this picture going around of JBL in the ring, like pointing to Baron Corbin, and his pants look God huge.
With his gigantic pants.
Yeah. Remember when he got in that limo? I was like, man, I think it sounds like JBL, but I wasn't sure. Kind of thought maybe, and then they showed the horns.
Why were his pants so big? Aren't you supposed to be
did he borrow pants from somebody?
Right.
It's like he's a 9-year-old and put on his dad's suit.
Yeah.
Oh, they were so ridiculous.
Cameron
Like,
Grimes
why are you borrowing fucking what's his name? Rikishi's pants. Like, what are you doing?
right. They were extra wide.
Get a tailor. You fucking
Like they
tool.
were like they were like Jinko slacks.
They
Um,
were. It's
so
amazing.
Cameron Grimes was backstage on Raw, and he recruited the OC. So that was pretty cool to see Cameron Grimes on the main show.
Yeah. The OC though, like they lost so much last time, like it just gives me bad vibes that they're just, I know that was under Vince's regime. This is but yeah, they need to be killers this time. Is all I'm gonna say.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
About them, yeah. Go ahead.
Let's just say we had the return of Elias.
Oh, walk with Elias. Yes, I like that.
I don't think that's going to catch on though.
I don't think it is.
I don't think so either.
And I like how he was like Ezekiel's career has been cut short.
Let's talk about Bray real quick, y'all. All right, so Bray come back, right? He had this promo of, kind of saying, this is me. This is me talking. This is me finally, thank you for letting me being able to be creative, yada, yada, that kind of stuff, right? So is this... Okay, so it ended with him kind of being cut off and the TV devil guy kind of coming back on screen, right? Is this like shoot work or work? There's two different things going on there because he kind of had us in the palm of his hand saying, thank you. And he kind of had us feeling sorry for him, the stuff that he kind of went through, and that,
I mean,
but it like all of a sudden went right back to gimmick. So kind of what
it was
might be all work.
It was real life used for a story, but like that's like every bit of that he was saying. Like dude was crying. So
it was a good promo too, like that he gave to the crowd.
Like,
I think.
yeah, I mean, it was way better than telling us you're a fucking man for 15 minutes. But
we're gonna argue about that promo because
I fucking hated that promo. Like, come on, I get it. You're a fucking grown ass man. You're the same age I am. Anyway, back to this. Back to that. No, Moxley called me a kid.
Sometimes you gotta remind people who you are. That's what that promo was. We'll get to the AEW though.
Yeah. Back to Bray. No, I do think everything he was saying, like that. I think the promo that was real, but purposely used as part of this. Like it was meant to draw us in. Also, like it was all. Like we said, shoot work, but
drew me in.
Absolutely. Even
But Bray's got our attention anyway.
And Kim, even Mrs. Primo sat down on the couch beside me because I was sitting there like, and legit, and she was like, "Yeah, you could tell he's really touched." That's what she was like. I was like, "Well, yeah. I mean, he's legit. Probably did feel he went through all that stuff he was talking about."
Sure.
And so,
I can comfortably say this now, and you guys might not agree with me. You might. Okay. That like feeling we have when we see Undertaker, when he shows up, like kind of like the feelings, the kind of the mysteriousness of it, the whole pageantry and all that. Like I totally get that with Bray now. It's like when we see him, it's like an event, it's like a special occasion, attraction, that kind of stuff. Like I feel like he's reached that kind of status, and I think it's cool shit.
So what do you think about like? Is it so obviously? So we got the part out of the way where we think that what he said is real, fake, whatever. But moving on to the rest of it, is it like split personality? Is it he's like basically multi-personality type deal, or his alter ego has the real him trapped type deal? Well, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, all we've seen so far is the characters. This sort of devil guys, saying, who ruined the world? You did, we did, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I think he's going to be like a Jekyll and Hyde with this, maybe devil type guy. You know what I mean?
But isn't that what he was with the Fiend? Like he was like the Jekyll and Hyde kind of persona, which
because Bray was in the Funhouse, and then the Fiend would come out to play.
yeah.
I mean, I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. So let's talk about two outfits. First, Mandy Rose. You guys see her outfit on NXT?
Yes, I did.
10. A fucking 10. Right?
Yes.
A fucking 10.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
yes, it was.
In a total different direction, which needs to be mentioned, Seth Rollins' red
His suit?
red suit was pretty hilarious too. It was like a red velvet or something.
Oh,
man.
he had like the frilly things on it, and it was amazing.
No, you're talking about his suit. I couldn't get over his glasses he had on.
Yeah, those are funny too, man. Yeah, he's putting some nice
I
outfits
loved
together.
everything
lately.
about it. It was fantastic.
You guys like seeing more of Ali?
Yeah. I actually do like that. Yeah.
I mean, I like him in the ring. Like, I think he's fantastic. I don't think he's a good promo.
Okay, fair enough. All right, couple last notes here, and we're gonna get to NXT picks. Let's talk about Veer. I guess he's a little bit of a reboot back on NXT. Kind of, I guess kind of cool. What do you guys think, though? Let's talk about this. I liked Austin Theory showing up with
Loved
the
it.
briefcase. It makes
100%.
sense, right?
I said that in here. I said at the end. Well, I'll just say what I said about NXT real quick. I just put two sentences here. NXT brought out the big guns this week. Finn, Shinsuke, Damian, Rhea, Good Brothers, Shotzi, and Kevin Owens. And then I said also Theory cashing in the briefcase on NXT is something I honestly never thought of, but it works.
But I want it. I want to see that.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Yep.
I loved it. Loved it.
Like it too. If you guys got anything else for WWE, let's make some picks on Halloween Havoc.
That's all I got for WWE.
Is there anything else that I wanted to talk about?
They tried real hard, but they still I think they still didn't beat AEW on the ratings on Tuesday night.
They didn't.
Well, yeah, because there was the whole Moxley Hangman thing that happened.
So NXT Halloween Havoc will be happening this Saturday. I will call out the match. You can tell me who you want to win or whether you care.
Let's go.
So, start from the bottom. We got one half of the Creed brothers, Julius, the one I like, versus Damon Kemp, the breaker-upper of the Diamond Mine, in a ambulance match. If Damon Kemp wins, Brutus will leave NXT.
So that's not going to happen.
I'm saying Damon wins. Damon wins. Brutus leaves NXT.
What, and goes up to the main roster?
Yes, sir.
I don't want that to happen, but I just want him to leave. Period.
See, I'd be okay if that happened.
That'll work.
Get the fuck out of here. Sick of looking at you.
Next up, in a spin the wheel, let's make a deal match. I love these. Remember back in the day when Eric Bischoff, they'd go to Vegas and they had the spin the wheel? Yeah, I like that.
I did too.
Yeah.
They'd have a whole night on Raw like that. Those are fun.
So
anyway, we have a spin the wheel, make the deal match between Apollo Crews versus Grayson Waller.
Voila.
Going voila.
Voila.
Yeah,
Oh,
because he's already beat Apollo, honestly.
Yeah. And I think he'll beat Apollo again.
Yeah. And in another spin the wheel, make a deal, Weapons Wild match, we have Cora Jade versus Roxanne Perez. Roxanne's going main roster, so
yeah. I'll go Roxanne Perez.
I think Cora.
Yeah, like how do you? I don't even know how to fucking predict this one.
Yeah, it would make more sense for Cora to win since Roxanne's already going to the main roster, but whatever. You never know these days.
It's all
Fatal
nonsense.
5-way ladder match for the NXT North American Championship. This is the one I really am looking forward to. We have Carmelo Hayes, Oro Mensah, Wes Lee, Von Wagner, and he's going to be so goofy out there, and Nathan Frazier.
I'm going with Primo's boy Wes Lee on this.
Me too.
I actually am
I like
too.
this pick. Yeah,
Absolutely. I hope you do.
This is a breakout time for him.
Yep,
I think.
I agree.
Man, I'll be so happy
time.
for you, bro. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
This ladder match would work for him, I think. Yeah.
100%. I agree.
Yep.
Mandy Rose versus Alba Fire for the NXT Women's Championship match.
Mandy Rose.
Mandy retains.
Well,
I not only do I think Mandy Rose would have won anyway, regardless, but I just don't like Alba Fire. So
I don't really either.
And in the main event, we know what the main event is, but I'm thinking my wheels are turning now. We got Austin Theory in the picture, but main event is a triple threat match for the NXT Championship with the champion Braun Breaker defending against JD McDonough and Ilya Dragunov. Now,
we need to make a pick and if he's going to cash in or not, right?
I think Ilya wins.
Okay.
I think Braun Breaker wins and Austin cashes in.
Okay. Well, let's go. I'm going all the way across the board, so I'm thinking JD and Austin cashes in too.
Also,
I think no matter what, also Austin cashes in. Mm-hmm. I agree with that. So we're all in agreement. We're all in agreement on that one. I think it'd be Ilya does it.
See, I think that they're not going to put the belt because I think Austin Theory is walking out with the belt. So I don't think they're going to put a first-time champ for all of 10 minutes.
Right.
Triple H likes his swerves, though.
He does. That's why I think Austin Theory will win.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that he's back on NXT. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I do too.
It makes the Money in the Bank briefcase cooler that he's considering cashing it in on like the developmental brand. So I think that's cool.
Let's jump to AEW, boys. I believe that was the whole card, right, Primo?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's jump to AEW. So, Toronto, man, they were like, FTR is loved everywhere, but man, Toronto gave them like a son's welcome. Like,
wow.
Holy crap. Yeah.
I mean, rightfully so, because they're just fucking awesome. I love them so much.
They're good friends with Edge.
Yes, they are good friends with Edge.
Some of the things that just kind of stood out to me was, does Wardlow always do a senton? Because that one he did was pretty smooth. I didn't ever remember doing much of it.
Always, but he does pull it out.
Does them occasionally, yeah. That's what I thought so.
And it's always impressive when he does do one.
Yeah. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
What about Tony Schiavone saying that Toronto has the best wrestling fans in the world?
That's a dirty lie.
They might be in the top 5.
They were I think they were on my top 5 cities actually when we did that. They were too. But
they're too polite.
I wouldn't say very best.
No, they're very polite fans.
Yeah. So let's talk about Orange winning the All Atlantic Championship. He had been getting a push, so this kind of makes sense. He's been getting seen and promoted on TV a lot. So I'm not mad at it. Why not? There's so many.
I'm not either. I just want to things.
Right.
Especially in AEW right now.
I'm indifferent about that one. I don't give it, or I just don't care.
Yeah. I tell you what I do care about, and I'm excited because I hadn't really seen him on too much independence and stuff, but fuck yes, please sign Dalton Castle so he can stay on AEW.
Oh my God. I marked the fuck out when he came out. That was so
awesome. This week?
Yeah.
TV, you've been talking about him for literally 10 years.
Yeah. He's great, man. He's great.
He's fantastic.
Yeah, the gimmick never gets old. It's awesome.
It doesn't.
It's awesome.
You know what was bad though on AEW was the Daniel Garcia storyline. I was so mad.
As soon as that happened, I couldn't help but smile because I was like, man, I can't. So I talked to AJ about this not too long ago.
Swerve.
It's a waste of our goddamn time. Like the whole storyline.
I said AJ's gonna be mad now because we talked about this. And
I was like, this is so stupid. Like, why? What is the point? Like it was just a big circle jerk for the last 4 months with Daniel
Yeah,
Garcia.
they can still build it and do it later is probably what they're looking at.
Ugh, I was so mad.
Just get heat right now, but
It's because he's a man.
yeah.
For
But yeah,
fuck's sake.
let's talk about it. Let's talk. Why'd you hate the promo so bad? I mean, like
Bro, if that's what you're gonna build off a championship match off of because he called you a kid, like, come the fuck on, grow up, dude. If you are a man's not gonna go out there and bitch like that.
Yeah, no, I agree. It was annoying.
I disagree. I didn't see it as bitching. I thought it as kind of like a remind you who I am. I was a former champion. You don't talk to a former champion like that. Like they weren't. It was like they were discrediting him. He was kind of saying, like he didn't like how they were kind of addressing him. But I mean, I liked it because he ended up getting passionate about it. And you could tell he kind of some of it was planned, some of it off the cuff. But I don't know. I thought it was good.
I didn't like it.
A lot of people liked it, but I didn't.
I didn't either.
I think I'm in the minority of not liking it, but I just didn't.
To me, it was very much. I'm not a baby. You're a baby.
It was just like.
I'm more Hangman guys than y'all are too, though. So.
Yeah, I'm not.
And the thing is, I don't mind Hangman. I just didn't like that particular promo.
Sure.
I'm not a Hangman.
And I didn't. And with the championship being a week away from that, I was like, I just didn't feel like that was the right conversation to have.
Mm-mm.
Like, if you want to be like, hey, I'm gonna remind you who I am. They went the wrong. Use different words, man. I just didn't like the one way to remind me that you're a man surely isn't to keep telling me that you're a man.
Yeah,
I think he said it. It didn't come off like that way to me at all. Like I think he said it like fiery and pissed off enough where it didn't sound kiddish.
Oh, see, I thought he sounded whiny,
nursery type.
Yeah. Now let's fast forward to a promo that I fucking loved. MJF and Regal.
Oh
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That was Tuesday night. Like
that was last night. Yes.
Yeah.
That was.
Give me MJF
fire.
and Regal any day of the week.
Yep.
Regal stood there and stared at him. It seemed like 30 minutes, right?
When as it was going on, because we're all marks here. So as it was going on, I'm sitting here going like, you realize like MJ, like I know MJF knows this, but I'm just like, dude, you're sitting there like trying to play victim to like one of the most sinister villains ever in the business.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He will rip your heart out right now. Like,
yeah. Like MJF, you're awesome, but that's William Regal.
Yeah.
And it was amazing.
It was so good. It was very, very good.
Yeah, it was well done too.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing too I wanted to say about Moxley's promo is what I thought was funny was during Moxley's promo, which I believe was on Dynamite last week.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about that. He was talking about like champions being built. Like some are built for this, some aren't. Some fade away, some come back after being gone for a long time. They only last a couple of months and then they go home. I'm like, oh, shot.
Yeah,
like, bang, bang. I was like, dang. I was like, all right, I like that kind of shit.
Yeah, everyone knew the target of that promo too. And when he was talking about that, I was like, yeah.
Any AEW for you boys?
I put for this week and last week.
Oh yeah,
I covered both shows.
Yeah.
So all I had left for last week was complaining about that promo, but for this week, yeah, Dalton Castle was great. I put I Love Death Triangle because I do.
Yeah, I did too.
Was it Mox and MJF are going to be at what Full Gear November 19th?
Full Gear. Right? Oh, and as we talked about pre-show, MJF looking shredded.
God,
yeah,
he
got himself into shape.
Yeah, he did.
He got on. Like I told Dirty pre-show that he probably did whenever he was out. He probably did a cut and then a bulk and then like another cut again, so he could really see the lines.
Yeah,
because you could really definition.
He looks absolutely shredded.
And the other
thing. So what my favorite things about Dalton Castle is
everything.
Yeah, everything. But one of my, the quirkiest things about wrestling is like when he comes out and he goes, "Boys, let's go break some hearts. He says that every time, I'm like, he's still doing it. I love
It's
it.
like it's clobbering time kind of thing.
It's great. Yep.
Yeah.
You get like Dalton Castle and Pretty Deadly together.
Yeah.
I wish that would be a thing.
The only other thing I had for besides the MJF and Regal thing and then MJF coming out at the end was I thought that Jay Lethal trapping Darby under the garage door and putting him in the figure 4 was pretty cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. Yeah. I liked it too.
I was like, man, because those are hydraulic, they're automatic doors. You gotta use the button. So I was just like, Sanjay, if you don't release that button at the right time, you really will crush this man.
Yeah. You'll probably break a rib or two. Which would have been funny. No, go ahead. I'm done.
All right, let's go to Impact here real quick before we move on. It looks like Bully Ray is here to stay.
Wait, I'm sorry.
I'll be honest, yeah, I didn't have anything of interest, I would say, anything to highlight really on Impact because of that.
Yeah, true. Well, the kind of cool thing, I guess, about it is Frankie Kazarian chose option C.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
I
cool.
forgot about that. That's cool, yes.
Yeah, I like that a lot. My only other note for Impact was don't hinder Boopinder.
God.
Boopinder gender, baby.
Not a thing.
It's not a
Not a
thing.
thing.
Nope, it's not a thing.
But yeah, no. I mean, he's going to eventually get that title from off of Brian Myers, I guess.
Yeah, he is. All right, so that recaps kind of what's been going on in the world of wrestling. It's time to move on to the Dropkick discussion of the week. All right, that's the Dropkick discussion of the week. Thanks again to Brent for hopping in AJ's spot there. It's time to move on, Primo. It's my favorite game, man. Let's get it on. It's time for Primo's music class. Hit that game show music, brother. All righty, here we go. Time for Primo's music class. I'm all adjusted and ready to go.
Yeah, time to play a game.
All
time
right,
to retain
boys.
my title, asshole.
Music class.
Oh, fuck.
Go.
So with this edition of music class, we're going to do it a little differently. I usually do 10, 8, 6, 4, and 2 second increments. This time, I'm going to give you the year, and each song will be played up to 30 seconds until you answer.
Okay.
Or until I like how you're talking to both of us right now as if I'm going to answer any of these.
The year.
Thank you for the
up
inclusion.
to 30 seconds until you answer. And as soon as you answer, I'll cut the song off. But the year we're working with, 2013.
Okay.
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 Sure.
Our first song, 30 seconds. Here we go.
God save our Queen.
William Regal.
Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett
You fucker,
is
God fucking fuck off.
All right.
next
You only
up.
said that. You only said that because I said a British guy, and you're like, "Oh, who's another British guy?" Let me guess.
Remember, you got 30 seconds. All right, next up, our 30-second markup. Remember, the year's 2013. Could be different than they are now.
I'm on top to save my peak and everything
Usos.
is out of my reach.
Oh,
The
that was
Usos
good.
are.
Yeah.
I even gave you a little hint there.
Yeah, I got one. Okay,
Nice.
Next up, 30 seconds starts now.
Step up, bring it.
Archer.
Oh, well.
Yes, sir.
Mark Henry.
Mark Henry from Silsbee, Texas.
I'll pee on Texas. And I'll pee on
Somebody
you,
about to get
dirty.
the
Yeah,
head
that's
whipped.
okay. I've peed on
Somebody about
Texas
to get
lots
the
of times.
ass whipped.
Everyone's
Yeah,
getting
put
peed
some
on.
wigs.
Somebody about to get
So that's
peed on.
2-1. DB 2. AJ 1.
Juan.
Juan.
Bobby Lashley. Come on, Daddy.
Oh, God.
Jack
no.
Swagger.
Jack Swagger, yeah.
Wee!
Hey,
The people!
people.
I think I got that one. Thank you. It's the most
Knew you were
useless
about to
ding
say
ever.
it. I'm like, God. All right.
What are we at now? Is it
2
3-1?
to 2.
2-2.
All right, then. This is going to be so fast. This is easy.
Oh, boy. Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes is your winner! Just kidding, it's DB. DB wins. And your undefeated deathmatch music class champion,
Flex on.
Dirty Bird.
I am so displeased that I'm showing
Squawk.
I'm showing you
You?
all my double chins.
I thought you were showing us your double pits.
Hey, that one was fun. That one was close. It was interesting. It came down to the last one. I mean, what else?
Yeah,
would
I
you
tried to
want?
do one a little more current. 2013, I gave you the year.
Yeah,
You,
I like
you,
it.
you had to. I tried to give you more fighting chance there, AJ.
You did. I appreciate it. I got 2. So,
I retained.
But
I'm not
but
getting
the
smoked.
deathmatch music class champ still
I
had to lay
retained
down.
the master of the axe handle, 33rd.
Congrats, Dirty. Once again,
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Good
I hate
work.
that
Thank
you
you,
have
sir,
to
for
say
putting that
once
together.
again.
That was fun. That was fun. All right.
It's like you're getting bored with announcing Dirty Bird as the winner. You're like, once again. Come on, AJ. Quit being a
Right.
douche.
All right. Let's see. What game are we playing next week? Oh,
I
no
don't
game next
know.
week. Promo school next week. So no game next week. Everybody
there's
gets to
nothing I can-
retain next week.
Nothing I can lose next week? That's
Nothing you
encouraging.
can lose to. All right. It's time to go see if AJ's going to stay at the top of the King of the Mountain here. Let's go, Lemmy.
He talks like Elias. He sounds like Elias. Because that's Elias, okay?
Time to play the game!
I love that. All right, King of the Mountain time, boys. AJ, the current King of the Mountain, with a current streak of 6. 6 is the current streak. Basically, each week he has a 50-50 shot at, we all do actually, of picking right a sports moment that somehow I tie and relate to
only
wrestling.
AJ has a 50-50 shot.
Let's talk about what we chose from last week. AJ was at 6. Primo and I still sitting at goose egg with no streak here. So last week we chose from a little NHL hockey. The Carolina Hurricanes, associated with Kenny Omega being introduced from Carolina, versus the San Jose Sharks, also affiliated as Shark Boy. So we were choosing from the Hurricanes.
Hell yeah.
San Jose Sharks, Shark Boys. So we went with, or AJ went with his San Jose Sharks pick, and Primo and I followed suit. Just to kind of just AJ had been on a hot streak, so he was. So we're sticking with him. So let's find out if AJ was able to take the streak up to 7. Last Friday night, NHL hockey, the final score was San Jose 1, Carolina Hurricanes 2. The
Back to
streak
0, punk.
is over. AJ
Yeah,
drops
hold on,
back
where's
to
my cheer
0 with me and the homies, but your King of the Mountain will stay intact. Your streak will hold at 6.
For the rest of the year, I'm assuming that
It was
streak
a heck of
will
a
hold.
run. It was a heck
What
of a
we
run.
have right now is a teachable moment.
Hey,
Aha.
not bad.
Very good.
You know, it had to come to an end sometime. It's
did.
been like a
It
month
did.
and a half. I was like,
Primo's
all right.
previous was 4, correct?
Yeah, 4.
You added 2 after you took
feel
over
like-
the mountain.
I feel
So
like it was closer to
impressive, though. Impressive. So let's see if we can all get back on the winning streak here, boys.
What are we
Let's
at?
hop-
What was it? 6?
Six,
Yeah.
the current
6.
king of the mountain streak.
We have to topple 6.
Yep. So we got to get 6 weeks in a row to even time. So 7 to actually take over the mountain. So those are the rules so established. So
Even playing
Congrats.
field now, baby.
here we go. Back to 0. All right. This Saturday night, let's talk about UFC 280
Fuck off.
in the
Yes.
welterweight division. Okay. In the prelims, on the
man.
undercard, we got 21-3 Bilal Muhammad, which reminded me of Muhammad Hassan, wrestler back in the 2000s, versus 15-0 Sean Brady, who reminded me of Sean Stasiak, aka Meat.
There's a
Why
lot
not
of
Shawn
Seans out there.
Michaels?
Yeah,
Why Shawn
and you picked that one.
Stasiak?
I picked, I think I'd already used Shawn Michaels before, so that's why I went with Sean
Oh,
Stasiak.
yeah.
I was trying to switch it up. So
Shawn Stasiak.
back
He's
to
one of my
0.
most hated wrestlers ever, by the
You're
way.
going with Bilal Muhammad at 21-3 with Muhammad Hassan, or the 15-0 Sean Brady as Meat. Which one you guys want to go with here? We're all
Well, I'm
back to
not-
0, so anybody make a pick. I'm going with Muhammad.
Primo, who are you going with?
What's their reach?
I didn't look into any.
Muhammad has a 72-inch reach,
important.
and Sean Stasiak looks like a pig.
Are you looking at this right now?
No.
I want to go with the undefeated Sean Brady.
I will agree. The undefeated Sean Brady.
All right. There we go. That's the
I
pick.
don't fucking know.
So congratulations once again, AJ. We'll see if we can all get back on the winning side next week. Time for your segment, buddy. Let's see what you got for us this week.
Yeah, let's see.
AJ's bitch ass teenage boy get chased by bees of the week.
Please do tell.
Get chased by bees. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Of the week.
I don't even know what this. I think this commercial is for some sort of soda pop. I don't know because
No.
is it not?
No. It's for Stacker 2.
Stacker 2.
Yeah.
All I know
Pretty
is
sure it's
these
may be
these
a
kids. These kids, they're like super cool kids, and they're like skateboarding, and like, yeah, we're extreme. And they like talk shit to Triple H, and then they open a can of like soda, and just bees come out and start chasing them. And I was like, this is the greatest thing ever, and I don't even know what it's about. All I know is the bees were chasing these kids, and I could not stop laughing. And they're just talking shit to Triple H. That's the whole premise.
During the same time frame, this is like early 2000s. So like during the same
2003.
time, Stacker 2 was like a big
it's like an energy shot, right?
advert for WWE for a long time there, and because it's a fat burn supplement, and because I remember because Fozzy had a commercial where Chris Jericho sang about it.
Sang about Stacker 2?
Yes, because at the end he's like, catch the buzz and feel the sting is what he said.
That's so stupid.
But you'd have to look that up. I don't have that clip ready, but I do have this one.
Yes.
Hey, Triple H! I got your game right here! Whoa, good!
You want to play the game? You gotta feel the sting.
For an extreme boost of energy and 3 great flavors, you've got to feel the sting.
So it is.
I remember that.
See, I had no idea. I just, the kids were getting chased by
He had
bees.
time. The bees came out of the drink, and then he had time to grab his skateboard.
Yeah.
And then that sound at the end was Triple H leveling him with a clothesline. Oh, by the way, I got your whatever right here, Triple H. He's like,
I got your game right here.
yeah.
It's like, why are you talking shit to Triple H? Also, if you're gonna get your skateboard, fucking swing at the bees. Like,
Right.
fuck you,
Exactly.
bees. Oh, it was amazing.
I love that.
I want some
Stacker
Stacker
2 was
2
a
now.
big, they were a big sponsor him.
Is that still a thing? Can you still buy Stacker 2?
I'm sure.
Probably made your heart explode or something. They
Probably one of the many things that'll give you cancer.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
You can still buy Stacker 2. So we're just going to go ahead and order some
All right.
of this.
It's probably like a memorabilia type thing now. You just keep it like, remember when these used to...
I think those are like the gas station awake pills now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what they are.
Well, now you guys are going to know what next week's segment is going to be, because we're going to go ahead and purchase some Stacker 2 right now.
All right. Good job, AJ. Primo, it's time to plug that merch, sir. Give us that plug.
All right. Well, Sit Down Marks has merchandise, and you can get that merchandise at www.tpublic.com/stores/sit-down-marks. That's www.tpublic.com/STORESITDOWNMARKS.
Good stuff, sir. All right, let's talk headlines, Primo. What you got for us here, man?
Yeah, so speaking of Chris Jericho has signed a 3-year extension with AEW. So another one in the list of your main eventers at AEW that are signing that extension, making it known that they're Team AEW for now.
Sure.
Speaking of somebody who's not Team AEW, Papa H tested positive for COVID on Monday.
Yeah,
so he was not at Raw on Monday or NXT on Tuesday, with his I would just say with his health history recently. Just keep him in your thoughts.
We probably gave it to Rey Mysterio because they were talking really close there on Friday. So.
On Friday?
Yeah.
They were face to face.
They were. Did I say this right? Did they cancel day one in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Do we know why they canceled day one in Atlanta?
Scheduling conflict or something like it's not gonna. I don't remember. I saw something somewhere.
Scheduling over it, but it's their pay-per-view. I'm sorry, premium live event.
I think it's something else. Like it, I don't remember, but we'll have to come back to that. Google that, AJ. While I'm reading the rest of these, and we'll come back to it. So, AAA and Disney have joined forces. I think this is so cool. AAA and Disney have joined forces to create a Marvel Lucha Libre show that's announced for Disney Plus. I'm super here for that. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah. I think it's gonna be fun and stupid.
Speaking of AAA, I watched Triple Mania. I actually finished watching it today. Some big things that happened. Pentagon Jr. defeated Viano Quattro for best versus mask match.
There you go.
Yep, I got it out. And Taya Valkyrie defeated Camille, so to retain. We're a loco.
Yeah.
Next up, speaking of another show, Warner Brothers. Nobody was speaking about it but me, but Warner Brothers Discovery are going to produce and release an AEW behind the scenes documentary series. I don't know if they should do that, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. I don't think that's a good idea.
But yeah. And lastly, Tony Khan told Sports Illustrated that there will be great news soon about Ring of Honor weekly television.
Okay. So getting their own show then?
Potentially.
Separating the brand. Yeah, they need to, man. They're a little oversaturated right now.
What do you think about Warjoe?
Warjoe.
It's okay.
I love Warjoe.
I'm not against it, but I'm like, okay, that's cool, but I don't want it to be like permanent.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't want them to win the tag titles or nothing.
No.
Right.
Plus, I think the name Warjoe is pretty stupid.
Do you prefer Samoa War? Samoa Low?
Samoa Low. Yes. You know what they call him in Samoa? Just low.
Just low.
Just low.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff.
Samoa Low is so much better than Warjoe.
All right, AJ, it's time to give us that preview of next week, sir.
This is Big Beef, and you're tuned in to Sit Down Marks with AJ, Dirty Bird, and you know him, Primo. Check it out.
AJ, don't forget to pause for soundbite.
I think
my reply.
I was supposed to pause earlier.
Never.
Never. Then you legit still forgot.
I didn't even do that on purpose. I swear, I'm just dumb. Oh my god. Okay. It's the final pod of the month, and the ghouls and goblins and diseased mongrels are starting to stir for Halloween, but fear not. Until it comes to get you, we have a great pod lined up next week for you to listen to. The most dope CJ Esparza joins us to talk Iron Spirit Pro just days away from his big opportunity at the Iron Spirit Pro Championship on October 29th. Everyone go to the show. But he is going to have to beat his best friend and two-year reigning champ, Brubaker. So we will talk to him and more about that card. We go back and review DDP versus Randy Savage from Halloween Havoc 95 or 97. And then lastly, we will get you caught up on anything worth talking about in the world of wrestling. And Primo will bring us a fire pick in promo school. Good night, Thomas Bryce.
Oh, there's Primo. No, Lucha Daddy's gone. It's Primo, huh?
Yeah, I kicked him out just to say farewell to the marks.
Was it getting itchy in the mask? It was getting itchy in the mask.
Itchy, and I'm sweating my ass.
Let's keep spreading that good word of wrestling, boys. You guys got any more notes here before we take her home?
Hooray for Austin Theory.
Yeah, cool with that.
That's all I got.
What do you think about more dates for Shinsuke and NXT?
Hey, he's doing stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
That's true.
Sweet. Get him on TV. Get him doing stuff. I love it.
Yeah. It's a good way to kind of shake off the developmental brand, like bringing people like that and make them more prominent. It's like a legit third brand. He could definitely do that, man. Yeah. So
yeah.
What about Solo Sikoa's spin out rock bottom?
Not bad.
I like it.
Yeah.
Shut up, AJ. No, I like it.
All right, we'll see everybody back here, right here. Same bat time, same bat channel, right here in the Sit Down Marks podcast. AJ, take us home, brother.
Thump them cakes.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, grab them cakes. Oh, what's that all you do? Grab them cakes. Listen, I don't care what it takes.
Let me tell you, man, like in my movie ventures, like one of my favorite series in the world was Halloween, right?
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, so loved it, man. Loved it. Grew up with it, like, as a kid, I could not have been more disappointed in a finale than this one.
Awful.
That just came. It was fucking terrible. God, I'm pissed. That's why I'm still talking about it.
Like Halloween Kills was stupid, but it was fun. Like it was still a good Halloween movie. This movie, Halloween Ends,
I haven't seen the most recent one yet.
Oh, it's bad.
I mean, I'm going to just for continuity because I have to.
It is so bad. You don't take a stone cold killer like Michael Myers and make him live in the fucking sewer like a fucking Ninja Turtle. Yeah. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Really?
Hello, lady. Bang, bang!